Welcome to the Disneyville podcast, episode 55.
Where we talk about the Disney See, you caught me off guard. I didn't even know you were starting. I can't get my tagline in.
Conversation, and then I started.
And then you started. My eyes were like half open. Anyway, well, you know what we talk about here.
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
Boy, oh boy, are we excited for today's episode. We are going to be talking about everything new that is coming in 2026 to Disney World. And a little splash of Disneyland, just because some of them, it's happening at both. But generally, right, we're focusing on Disney World today. Some of which we're hoping to see later this year.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I know we mentioned it, I think, in the last one. We had a trip booked. We ended up canceling it because of Jessica's foot, which I think was the right answer anyway.
Yeah.
But
we talked about, maybe we did talk about this. We talked about how we absolutely could have done it and done like a scooter or done. Yeah. That's right. So maybe we already touched on this.
We did end up moving it. Yeah. Officially. I don't know if we had officially moved it then, but
yeah, that's fair.
We, what was I going to say? I already lost my train of thought. We are going, that's going to be fun. Oh, I had something I was saying.
Later this year. I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff.
I know what I was going to say. Sorry, I remember. I'm glad that we didn't, because actually one of my favorite Disney bloggers put out an article that was like, the wait times are absolutely insane the week that we were going to go. So it actually kind of worked out. It was going to
be the week between Christmas, like over New Year, which we know it's a busy time, but like apparently it was like
even worse than normal.
Like,
but again, we're at the mercy of school schedules now, so we got to do
a lot of you guys can certainly relate. What else? We had a couple of announcements, big announcements.
Yeah, so this is
big changes happening at Disneyville HQ.
This looks, if you're watching the video version, it looks different this time because I kind of messed with a few things. I think it looks a little better, but it doesn't really matter because everything's about to change again anyway. So we are going to take the next episode off because we are going to completely redesign the podcast room. We've kind of talked about doing it for a long time, but we're
pretty sure we know what we want to do, and I think it's going to look great.
Yeah. Well, and then we had Vlogmas and everything else going on, so it kind of got pushed. But then we finally sat down and we were like, okay, what do we want to do in this room? Because it's never looked the way we wanted it to look.
Yeah, we're looking down at the monitor, and I'm already thinking about the design we have in mind. And I'm trying to think, like, will that work? I think it will. Yeah. We're going to involve some paint. There's going to be different color.
We're going to upgrade the lighting. We're going to upgrade a few other things.
Yeah.
So it's
we're basically digging our feet in the sand, digging our heels in. Because we're like, all right, we've been doing this a few years. We really want to keep doing it. Let's invest a little bit more.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. So I think it's going to be very, very nice to have this done. We might even, we'll talk more about it later. But my question for you all is, I'm taking a week off of doing the podcast. Would you actually be interested in watching like a vlog on this channel of me redoing the podcast room in place of that? Or should we just get it done and then come back on the podcast? If anybody would actually find that interesting, the little redesign we're doing here.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to think if my favorite podcast did that, would I want to watch it or not? I think I would. It would depend on the people, I guess.
I guess the reality is if I don't end up doing that, I could just film bits and pieces of it. And then maybe on our Disneyville Instagram,
just do like a little reel
or something like that.
Yeah. Well, we'll feel it out. I think we're just going to kind of see how everything goes. And either way, we probably will, like you said, take the next episode off to try to get all this done. Because otherwise, we'd be filming in like an interim.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll end up cranking one out. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's not just a matter of painting. Like I said, we're also doing lighting, maybe some audio upgrades. We're doing all kinds of stuff.
Some different furniture. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be really, really nice. I'm really excited about what we've come up with for the design. And all we had to do, we just had to sit down and do it.
That's it. And we finally did it.
We had what we had in mind. We had laid all out and all that kind of stuff. And then we kind of swerved. And I'm glad we swerved because I think I like the new one
I think better. I do too. That's kind of what I was thinking when I was like, all right, enough about that. Half of you guys like only listen and you're like, I don't care what it looks
like. Your ears have glazed over.
I am so...
Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about everything coming to Walt Disney World in 2026. So the way that I think we're going to do this is I have this little thing here that was on the Disney Parks blog, and it goes through each and every like season and everything coming out in that time frame. So I think we're kind of going to just go through that, and then we'll just kind of weave in and out as we need to.
Yeah.
Use this as our guide.
Yeah, which is good to have this organization too, because if you're planning a trip, I think it's nice to be like, okay, these things we're talking about in the spring will already be there. So that if you're in the fall, you're kind of able to listen and see like, okay, all of these things in theory should be open by the time we go in the fall or whatever. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's helpful to go chronologically.
But also it's going to be interesting because like as we go through, like there's so much that's, as I was going through this, I'm like, gosh, so much open in the last couple of years, but there's also so much coming up between 2027 and 2030 that I'm like, there's a lot to talk about.
We're living in a golden era of new Disney
Of
stuff.
construction.
Well, that's true, but
The golden era is going to be 2031.
you got to go through the growing pains of the construction. I've heard a lot of like discourse online of people complaining about the construction, and what do? You know, like they have to, if we want new things, they got to do construction, and they can't magically do it overnight. Although sometimes they do magically do things overnight.
But I don't know if it's that good.
Yeah. So anyway.
So here's something interesting that I learned that I don't know if anybody's going to find this interesting, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. So Disney travel agents have their own blog essentially where they release information to Disney travel agents. But I would say half the time, maybe more, it's a carbon copy of what they have on the Disney Parks blog. Mm-hmm. So they just use the same stuff back and forth, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because I'm like, they're writing something, they're using the pictures, they're using, you know, and then they just kind of post it in both places. But one thing I realized today, and I don't know that I've ever realized this before because I was comparing the two versions, on Disney travel agents, on that news source, they say we, and on the Disney Parks blog, it says I'm. Like, I'm excited about this coming, and then like on the Disney travel agent, it says we're excited about this coming. And I'm like, they literally use the same.
So that's very interesting. So you're saying on Disney Parks blog, it's as if the one person wrote it and they're saying, I'm excited that this new snack is arriving, whatever.
Exactly.
But then they're saying
on
on
the Disney travel agents one, it's like we as a company are excited about this.
What meeting was held where someone was like,
isn't that fascinating?
It's such an interesting choice. Okay.
So that's all.
Yeah, I was interested in that.
Okay, so new details about what's coming to Walt Disney World in 2026. So the countdown is on to the new year, and we can't.
Oh, you're actually reading it.
I figured. I mean, what else?
I figuure we just gloss and glaze. You know,
we're gonna read it, and then I'll read and then discuss like we do in school.
All right. Well, credit where credit is due. We can link.
I'll link the
Disney Parks blog. Yeah, if you guys want to see it.
Because I figured that's what we'll just read what they wrote, and then we'll discuss.
Is that illegal? I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't.
I'm kidding.
I think they're putting it out for all of us to know.
It's called a fair use disclaimer. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So 2026 is going to be a year full of great deals. Did someone say Disney World free dining plan for kids?
Let's stop there.
Okay.
That's what we'll do. We'll just do a little buzzer. So we told you guys we moved our trip. This is just going to be a hangout chat with Jesse and Tyler, okay? Because I feel like talking about Disney.
Let's chit chat.
Big time. So we were super disappointed, of course, to cancel/postpone our trip, but we postponed it. Very excited to go, hopefully in the spring, assuming, now I feel like I can't assume anything. So assuming we are thinking about adding on the dining plan. We don't always do it. It just kind of depends. A lot of times with young kids, it's like, is it worth it? Will they eat? I don't know.
We used to do it way more often when it was just the two of us.
Yeah. It was awesome.
I loved it.
And it still is awesome. So we always go back and forth. We don't do it every single time, but we do, when we do it, we love it. I mean, so we're thinking about doing it because with the kids eating free, then I'm like, well, then if they're not eating all of it, I'm not so stressed like, oh my gosh, we paid for this. And that's probably what Disney realized is maybe more people would do it. And if they get enough people in the door to try the dining plan, then the next trip,
I loved that.
Because they know they'll get you again.
Yeah. It's interesting to see what carries over from year to year. Like things that go well, they'll carry over.
Yeah.
Like they're continuing on with the early morning hours and the evening hours. Like that's continuing on, and they're doing the.
Can they just call them extra magic hours again though? Why they got to change the name?
Because they're slightly different rules, so we have to have a whole new name. Also, the extra magic hours were like one park each day, and everyone on property gets it. Now, early morning hours.
It's deluxe, right?
No, early morning hours is all Disney World resort guests, and then the evening hours are just for deluxe.
Wow.
Yes. Anyway, but then like the Typhoon Lagoon Blizzard Beach thing.
The H2. Yeah. The free day.
The free day on your arrival day. They're bringing that back. They're doing it in a slightly modified version this year. But like it's just interesting to see like if things go well, they will continue on.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what do we want to go well that they'll continue? You know what I mean? Like what new things? I've really been enjoying the Cool Kids Summer that they do.
Bringing that back.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. That was new to us last year. It might have been just new.
I think it was new last year.
And it was awesome. Anyway, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the kids free dining.
Yeah.
It's a really good deal. And here's the best part about it. Usually you get one special offer, but this can actually be stacked with a lot of other special offers. So
just huge. If you use a Disney travel agency like People Mover Travel,
Yeah, they can walk you through
They
everything
can help
you need to know.
you get that best offer and the free dining plan and all of it.
Well, and like I always joke, like they all know way more about this stuff than I do. Like because they stay so on top of it. All of my agents.
Oh, yeah,
Like
they're
I usually
amazing.
go to them and be like, hey guys, what's going on over there? What's going on in Disney? And they know more than I do. So if you need an expert who works for you for free, People Mover Travel.
There you go.
Okay. So also 10 new and reinvigorated attractions and experiences, 9 returning festivals and special events giving guests more than 200 days of supercalifragilistic extralidocious. Oh my gosh, I can't say it.
Supercalifragilistic extralidocious. Nice try. Swing and a miss.
Yeah,
No, I'm
okay.
kidding.
And lots of ways to create memories for the whole family, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So early 2026. Here's what's
Okay.
coming. So starting...
So this is like, we're in it.
Yeah,
you know what
we're
I
in
mean?
it. Let's do it. Anna, Elsa, and Kristoff animatronic figures at Epcot will receive new updates, taking inspiration from the advancements seen from figures at the World of Frozen and Hong Kong Disneyland. Guests can start seeing these in February of 2026.
That is so soon. That is so soon. Okay, you all know when you've ridden Frozen Ever After and you're like, what? She needs to blend that foundation, Elsa. Like the face, the like, what was it? Like a projection face worked, but it wasn't great. And then when we all saw videos of it in Hong Kong, I'm like, whoa, that is so much better.
But I will
because it's
say-
like a real animatronic face.
Keeping in mind that when that first opened, I thought that was the coolest thing. Because
It
it
was
was
cool.
already it was so much better. I think they maybe had already done it at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but it still looked so much
Yeah.
better. I was like, it still was a cool effect.
still
but
is
now
cool, but
there's
come
even
on.
better things.
But here's the best part. Sometimes, like my biggest complaint with like Universal, and we really enjoy Universal, okay, but it's a lot of projection rides, and then in Disney, it's a lot of projection everything, like projection mapping for the nighttime shows and whatever. And that is what it is. It can be very, very cool, but sometimes you just want a real thing in front of you, like
Yeah.
having the real animatronic with a real face. You know what I mean by real. You know, that you could actually
Yeah.
touch versus like a projection. I'm like, I like that. So I kind of
Tangible
like
things.
that that's what everyone's wanting. We want the real thing, not
Yeah.
the projection. I just think that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
No, I get it.
And Disney listened.
Yeah, give me
Yay.
a physical button. Have we talked about that before? Anyway,
Don't get us started.
Don't get me started. And I know what I was going to say. Speaking of Universal,
Mm-hmm.
lest we forget that Epic Universe opened recently. We still have not been.
We have not been.
I think we need to make that a priority. But if
Mm-hmm.
you were talking about new things in Orlando, you got to throw that in there. Just throw that
It
out there.
looks amazing.
Okay. While guests are at Epcot early in the new year and belting out songs, they can stop by the 2026 Epcot International Festival of the Arts from January 16th
Farts.
through February 23rd. For artisanal dishes, beautiful artwork, and sing your heart out Broadway show tunes from Disney on Broadway shows and stars.
I love that. That's one of my favorite things Epcot does is any of the series where they have like the Candlelight Processional does this, where they have celebrity guests and you've already paid to get into the park. The fact that it's free to be able to see that is actually really cool.
Yeah.
And I swear if they take that away but I'm like, how could they charge
It's
for
an
that?
outdoor
Because it's outdoor.
amphitheater, yeah.
But I just love that. You
keep
don't
it
even have to
moving,
be
folks.
sitting. Like we enjoyed Boys to Men that one time. We were way back eating like to-go food from Sam Eagle, Regal Beagle,
Yeah.
Legal Deagle. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just
We
love
saw,
that so much. We've
Josh-
seen Ashley Brown
Ashley Brown.
from Mary Poppins.
She just did something here in Indianapolis
Yeah.
that a bunch of our friends were doing.
Yeah.
And she was Mary Poppins on Broadway, like you said. And then Josh Strickland, I think was his name, who was Tarzan on Broadway. He was there. So that was
cool. Yeah.
It's a cool thing. I mean, that's just a fun little concert. I don't think they last a super long time either.
No, I think because if I remember right, I was looking into one of them. I feel like they do many shows a day. So
Yeah, I think
they're short.
Okay, what's the best way to end a Walt Disney World resort day? With Disney After Hours, of course, the favorite after park close separately ticketed event is back in 2026. Whether guests want to go on an adventure at Hollywood Studios, explore the world at Epcot, or be at Magic Kingdom, there will be fun, magic, and included snacks and beverages waiting. This is something we still have not done.
Yeah. And it's probably, I mean, for us, just with the kids, they're so zonked by then. But the morning, we should be able to pull that off.
Right. No, this is the separately ticketed event. This is the one that
I did not listen. I realized.
That's okay. I talk a lot.
Disney After Hours. Oh, it's the paid one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We've never done it.
It's pretty expensive.
I give
for
the
what it
same
is.
reasoning though too. You know, like
I will say that what I've heard from people that we know that have gone have loved it because apparently it really is like walk on.
so
Like
it probably feels like the 3-hour extra magic hours we used to get. That is probably, remember
Yeah.
when we'd be running between all 3 mountains,
but I think it's
getting
even
right on
more
them.
so because it is this
Even
hard
less
ticketed
people,
thing.
yeah.
I think from what I've heard, so it is expensive, but from what I've heard, the people that have done it have really liked it. We just haven't done it ourselves.
Yeah. Well, speaking of ticketed events, one that I would love to try is the H2O nights or whatever at
Yeah.
the water parks, or just one of them.
H2O
Both?
Glow.
H2O Glow. They look so cool. The girls would absolutely love it. Again, much shorter lines. There's like live music and DJs, and I think they give you like glow sticks and stuff. It just looks really fun. And what a unique thing to do at a water park at dark. Like it's just, I think that would just be such a core memory. So that I heard that it's coming back this year. I don't know if they have hard dates out yet, but I think if it's going on when we go, I think we consider.
Yeah. Well, and now our kids like the water a lot more.
Yeah, they do.
You know, now that we're at that era.
Yeah, we're just at Edmore. Yeah.
Also, something that, although it might begin spring, now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't think they listed it in this, is that they're repainting Cinderella Castle yet again. So
Yeah, it's
that's
starting now.
it's like 5 or 6 months, right? They said. So I think by this summer, maybe spring, summer, it should be.
I heard probably most likely summer. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, so that's something that is coming up here soon.
Like that it'll be finished,
I liked the new one. It took a while to grow on me, but I think I'm excited. It sounds like they're going to kind of combine the best elements of both. So we're going to get the classic Cinderella Castle.
More grays, blues.
Yeah.
I will say, I am maybe the only person I know that I was like, oh, what? Like, I love the way it looks right now. It is so beautiful. It's like pulling the pink from like the original Sleeping Beauty castle with the blue, the gold. Like it is so striking. And when I would see old photos of us in front of the castle, albeit with cameras that probably weren't as high quality as like the ones on our phones now. So maybe that's part of it. But man, like the one now is so photogenic. So I have a feeling it's Disney. They're going to do it right. I heard that there's going to be like maybe a little more gold pulled into it, like to really like just kind of make the features pop still.
That's it.
But it's way more like what it used to be. So that part I can get behind. I'll be curious to see
That's why I think they're going to kind of pull the new things that did work well, the gold, those things that sort of enhance the look of it overall, and kind of mix the two.
I mean, they're certainly going to make it look nice.
Yeah.
They always do, but unless it was the birthday cake one, I guess.
Yeah. Seems like such an awful lot of work to have done that for only a
That's
couple
kind
of years.
of what I didn't even realize it was temporary when it was done.
I don't think
until
that they
like
did.
now. I don't. Maybe that's it. They were like, this is what I'm convinced of. We're going to talk about Soarin', and when we get there, my keyword is testing the waters. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, so moving on to spring. So speaking of fresh air, oh, well, you skipped a part. That's why. So they were speaking of fresh air a moment ago. Fresh Mountain Air will be calling our names, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad reopens this spring at Magic Kingdom with touches of new magic and a crevasse deep to mountaintop refurbishment. Guests might remember that we shared details about this beautiful yet menacing rainbow caverns deep in the heart of this mysterious mountain. We might find more trouble than gold in that there wilderness.
Oh, that sounds piratey. It's the wildest wildest ride in the wilderness. I cannot wait to ride this again. It's been 100,000 years.
So long.
I think it's only been closed for like a year and a half, but we hadn't ridden it, I guess, and that was our mistake.
I know.
Gigi is going to be so excited to ride this. Also, I did a little digging about Rainbow Caverns because I knew of them and I knew it was an old Disneyland thing.
Rainbow Caverns.
And I also think of, the new Mickey Mouse short about it. So it was a ride, I'm sure many of you guys know, in Disneyland for only a few years.
Yeah.
It was like mid-50s, or like after it opened, late 50s for like 3 years. Then it closed, and then it reopened as like train ride through Nature's Wonderland, something like that, through like, let's say the 70s or 80s. So you can still see, and I think we talked about this in our Disneyland vlogs, parts of that ride, you can see where it was like cut off where they stopped.
Yeah.
So we found, do you remember that?
No.
It was like around, it was near the waterway. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know Disneyland well enough to describe where it is. But anyway, some of you guys probably know. But yeah, it's a little like area that's left from Rainbow Caverns / So the fact that they are bringing back and doing a Rainbow Caverns scene is just so cool. I love when Disney leans into the nostalgia, and everyone that goes to Disney repeatedly has done these deep dives and is like into it. So I just love that they're doing that.
There's always so much to learn. It's so cool. But in Walt's Disneyland, a walk around the park with Walt Disney, they had some pictures. Well, that's what it's
No,
called.
I love that you knew the exact title. That is
By Marcy
adorable.
Carricker Smothers. They they talked about, or there were some pictures of that in there, I'm pretty sure, and they talked about it.
I could
That's
just
a great
sit.
book.
Give me one day, and I'll sit with all those books around me with coffee and pizza, and just read all the books. Sorry, I got
Sounds
pizza.
good.
I got pizza on the brain.
All right. Do you want to read the next one? I've been reading all of them.
Sure.
Here, I'm just taking over.
Oh, but by the way, the Big Thunder. I heard it's like new vehicles, maybe some newish track. I mean, it's going to be like the same.
Yeah.
But then, some new scenes, including the Rainbow Cavern. So there's some new other stuff too. So I'm just very curious
cannot
to
wait. Well, and
see
that's
it. It
such a
probably
huge
did
ride.
need a little reno.
It did.
You know?
But that's such a huge ride to have that shut down. I mean, it takes, a lot of people, and all those people have got to go somewhere. So, I mean, that's
Yeah. But when you get to ride it, we're going to be able to be above. We'll be able to see all the work they're doing on the new Cars Land area.
and the villains.
Maybe the villains, depending on how far they've
Yeah,
gotten.
that's true.
But like, I know they are working on the Cars thing. You can
Yeah.
hear and see like videos I've seen. So I'm like, that'll be cool to be able to see that. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We're in this era right now where there's so much cool stuff coming out and has come out over the last year or two. But also there's so much more coming out. Like, it's crazy.
It's just crazy. Big things.
They're all answers, I think, to Epic Universe.
Great.
You know?
That's why it's good to not have a monopoly, because then they
What
have
was
to
the-
compete.
What was
and
that?
they each keep getting better and better.
There was an old,
If only they could just all compete getting their prices lower.
there was an old bank commercial, I'm pretty sure, that was like, when banks compete, you win. And I always feel like that with the theme parks. When theme parks compete, you win.
It's true, LeFou. And I've got my sights set on that one. The inventor's daughter? That was
She's
pretty
the
good.
one. We're going to do the whole scene. The lucky girl I'm going to marry.
But
She's the most,
but she's,
the most beautiful girl in town.
but she's
And that makes her the best. And don't I deserve the best?
right from the moment. Okay. You want to sing it so badly.
No, we're not going to.
It'll be too on the nose that we'll get a copyright strike,
Of
of course.
it'll sound too much like it. Okay.
You do sound just like it when you do it. Okay. Across
But I'm not all
scuffed up.
Never mind.
Dry air everywhere.
Okay, go ahead.
Across Magic Kingdom and Tomorrowland, we're ready to take on evil Emperor Zurg with the help of updated ride vehicles, cool new handheld blasters, and interactive targets at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. I think this was at like D23 or something. So I saw some video
video too.
of people using the new ones and the interactive target. Going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
Because that's it. Like, everyone loves Toy Story. It is still, they're still making new movies. Like, it is beloved by children and adults. That ride has needed some love. So I'm thrilled. And the reality is the actual ride itself is very cool.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about these little updates. Maybe it was big for them, the like different lasery
Technology side, yeah.
But again, in 2026, everyone expects more than whatever that was.
I know. And I will say I'm 100% behind them doing this. I think this is great. But I will say that I'm going to miss the 90s nostalgia of using like a laser pointer.
It
like,
still is, though. It's still a laser. You'll see.
You can still see the
Yeah.
laser? Okay.
Yeah.
But either way,
and then
it
it kind of like explodes on the thing so you actually know if you hit it. Because that's the
made
thing.
me
You never
feel
knew.
like I was in a McDonald's toy. Like,
Oh, yes.
like that. That's kind of what. Anyway, I always liked it just because I was like, it kind of was a throwback. It felt like from the time of the movies.
I would
That
just ride it
said-
for the ride. I don't even need to play the game.
That said, I cannot wait. This is going to be so much better.
And it's going to compete. Well, I guess they're not in the same park, but it's nice to have these kinds of rides are so fun to me. Toy Story Midway Mania is easily top 5. Like,
yeah.
I love that. It's fun. You get to make a memory with your kids other than just riding a ride. You're doing something.
Yeah.
Love it.
Whoever wins, you can
Bring
talk about
one to
that,
every
like-
park, okay?
Yeah. I bet they will. I bet there'll be more interactive things. All right, moving on to summer 2026. This made me laugh. Did you know that summer is the best time to visit Walt Disney World? Who wrote that?
Too hot. Wrong. Everyone's there.
ChatGPT
We'll
wrote
also
that.
be there.
That was sorry, wrong.
Yeah.
Well, it's always a good time to visit Walt Disney World, but summer is perfect for visiting the parks while the kids are out of school. Okay, well,
Okay.
you do whatever you need to tell yourself. So get ready to dance at Goofy Core in Epcot. So let's just pause. They should have done more with this.
Oh, the
It's like a big Marriott ballroom.
you talking about the new
The Communicore Hall.
I think they just. I mean, think about all that they did. I think about when things were going on.
Yeah, they
What
had
was
10 years to do it. They have no excuse.
Almost 10 years.
Anyway, we'll see what they do with it.
I wonder what the future will hold. I'm holding out hope for that.
I think so.
I'm giving them grace.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Because we do have some really cool stuff coming. So I'm like, yeah.
And the reality is they can shape that room to whatever they want it to be. But I guess
that's what they want.
All I can say is we've only been in it once. So
it was for, I think, this goofy dance.
It was for this goofy dance part.
Fun.
But it was just like a big old open room. And then they had like on one half of it, like Dancy was goofing. Goofy was dancing in the middle. And then we were like, hey.
But the kids loved it. And that's the reality. And, you know, we always say one of the reasons we love Disneyland is it feels like they're just characters out and about. That I feel like is adding to that environment of like, you can just walk in.
I'm not talking about the Goofy show. The Goofy show is cool. I'm talking about the room.
Yeah, it definitely is an odd vibe. But also in the weirdest way, it's kind of like Epcot. Think about like the weird open spaces that Epcot was, like you know what I mean? Like it's kind of the same.
On the other side, I'm pretty sure they had like folding tables up. Like it was like a wedding reception in a high school gym. I don't know what was going on. Anyway,
how big did you think this was? I didn't think it was that big.
I'm pretty sure it was pretty big. Like, remember they had like
something in the middle.
Very long.
Yeah, anyway. Okay. Cool Kid Summer, though. This is what they're talking about, yeah? Mm-hmm. So play games with favorite characters while out and about in the parks. Enjoy new and refreshed attractions. This Cool Kid Summer when even more family fun comes back to Disney World. Plus new family-friendly offers and deals for summer vacations are coming. Check back in January.
So, yeah, those are already out, actually. Yeah. And there's some pretty good deals. Like, this is the best deals that I've seen in a couple of years. There was a while where there were deals, but they were not this good. These are some pretty good deals. So just to quickly go over it. So there's get 2 free nights and 2 free two free nights and theme park days when added to a room and ticket package. So for instance, if you have like 4-day tickets, you can get up to 6-day tickets, but you have to have between 4 and 8-day tickets. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Talk to your travel agent; they can give you more details. But then anyway, so that's sort of the package. But they also have a percentage off of rooms. Special offer too, up to 30% off of the rooms.
Just
That's
huge.
pretty good.
We were just doing some numbers for ourselves and thinking about maybe like fall, whatever, just trying to get an idea and having the difference, like when we were looking in the spring and having the 25 or 30% off, like, oh my gosh.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So this is what they say. For a limited time, purchase 4 to 8-day Disney theme park tickets and receive 2 additional theme park days for free. For example, purchase a 4-day ticket and receive 6 total days of theme park admission. Valid from May 26th through September 15th of 2026. Must be purchased by February 15th. So if you're looking to book, you've got to get your trip on the books here pretty soon. So
gosh, that's pretty awesome.
Itching to head to Disney? The top-notch team of travel advisors at my travel agency, People Mover Travel, are experts in all things Disney. From the parks to Disney Cruise Line, they are your personal travel advisor from the moment your trip is booked until the moment you get home. They can book your hotel, dining reservations, tours, and we continue to monitor special offers to ensure that you're getting the best price for your trip. And it's not just Disney. We have experts that specialize in Europe, cruises, all-inclusive resorts, Alaska, Hawaii, and more. Find out how we can personally help you plan and book your next trip for free. Visit peoplemovertravel.com to get a free, no-obligation quote and find out how we can make your next trip anywhere more magical. People Mover Travel, the official travel agency of the Disneyville podcast. Because your vacation shouldn't feel like a homework assignment.
But yeah, Cool Kids Summer, one of the other things I wanted to say about it is just that, you know, they're talking about Epcot and stuff, but their last summer, the coolest thing was in the Animation Courtyard area, which we're going to talk about here in a bit. They had like a jump rope show that the kids could jump rope with, and both of our girls did. It was so fun.
I love stuff like that. It just makes the parks feel so alive. It feels so just an extra thing. We weren't going in that day. It was not on our plan, our itinerary, to do to watch and / participate in a jump rope show. That ended up being like the most memorable thing we did that day.
I remember every part of that,
I just love stuff like that.
So I feel like this Cool Kids Summer that they're calling it, first of all, it's not just for kids, okay? But all of these little things, it's basically infusing a bunch of like streetmosphere and games and dance and stuff where you can just stumble upon it and it's so much fun and it really does add something to your vacation. So I love it. I think it's just such a cool thing. And by the way, they will have in each park a pamphlet for each one with all of the Cool Kids Summer offerings in that park.
Yes.
So that's all.
Okay, so this is what we were talking about as far as the arrival day water park thing. It says guests can start with a splash this summer when they check into one of the Disney Resort Collection hotels. Whether they dream of being surrounded by a tropical paradise or a watery, wintry wonderland, families can enjoy a Disney water park, free Disney water park admission on their arrival day. So last year they had it for the entire year. Sounds like this year they're only doing that during the summer months. So I don't think they've released specific dates as far as I know yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But that's something that to keep in mind depending on when you're going. You might be able to do the water park on your arrival day.
Which was very fun when we did it. And we were only there like a few hours, but it was enough. Like it was so much fun. And then we were like, all right. And then we go back to the hotel and we're starting our vacation.
Yeah,
I mean, we started it there, but you know what I mean? That's such a great idea. So again, they talked about the return of Disney H2O Glow After Hours. It's a separately ticketed event. Guests can splash the night away with a DJ dance party, meet up with fun Disney pals, enjoy your favorite watery attractions, again with like lower lines, much lower, and indulge in complimentary ice cream novelties, popcorn, and select beverages, all after the sun goes down and the water park closes. I didn't realize you get a little bit of some snacks too. Yeah. That's cool.
Banana ball. Ring, 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 ring. Banana ball. Phone. If you need a chorus of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, this next one is for you. For the first time ever, Banana Ball is headed to the ESPN Wide World of Sports, Walt Disney World, May 29th and 30th. That's awesome. It's a short time.
Yeah. So, I mean, you'd be seeing the games, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But I figured that's surprising they put it on this list if it's only going to be like a 2-day thing. But anyway, that's cool. So I know our nephew and his fiance, actually, they just got engaged, are super into Banana Ball. They both played, I think, baseball and softball and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And
well, I mean, it is just becoming such a
huge thing.
I mean,
I've heard they're
when the ones that come to where we live is the Savannah Bananas or whatever, and the tickets sell out every time. Like we can't even get our hands on tickets. So it is very popular. So I bet a lot of people are very excited about that.
Okay.
Are you guys still there? We actually have the most exciting thing still to talk about. Okay, not yet, but here momentarily. So I hope you guys are still listening.
I don't know. I think I might be most excited about this next thing here.
Okay.
Beginning in summer 2026 at Walt Disney World, you can take part in an excursion to Conservation Station and Animal Kingdom theme park where you can play and dance with Bluey and Bingo. I cannot wait.
Cute little sisters.
So they have like games and stuff. You can do it. It sounds like they're doing like a dance party, and they're playing Keepy Uppy. They said.
Oh my gosh!
Isn't
come
that
on.
Awesome. Play favorite games with Bluey. With a fun animal twist.
Like
the
magic xylophone.
Butterfly Keepy Uppy. Oh, I cannot wait. And then they're bringing animals native to Australia to the conservation station as well. I might be most excited about that.
That's pretty amazing. You know what? That is going to increase theme park attendance at Animal Kingdom without a doubt. Mm-hmm. Bluey is so big. We love Bluey in our household. It is so funny. It is so cute.
So my friend Tony is the one who, I think when Genevieve was first born, was like, you got to watch Bluey. It's so good. And I remember talking to me, he's like, it's almost like they play like improv games. And it's so like...
I can see that, yeah.
But anyway, so when Genevieve was born, that's when I started watching it. And I'm like, it just so quickly became my favorite kid show. And every time Genevieve, like if I mention another show I like, Genevieve will be like, I thought Bluey was your favorite show. And I'm like, you're right. Bluey's my favorite show.
Then Full House. And then
anyway, so I am quite excited about that.
And also the line for the train to get to conservation, because that's the only way you can get there, is the Wildlife Express train. It's going to be that train's going to be like, oh my goodness. my, all these people. So that's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about that. So this is what I am jazzed about. Okay. This is kind of all encompassing.
This is huge.
So, and we had heard the announcement, but I don't think I really, until we started diving into it, realized how much was coming. And this is the thing that gets my heart pitter-pattering. So in the old Animation Courtyard at Hollywood Studios, which is where right now the Star Wars launch bay is, that area. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously with Star Wars Land, they haven't really needed the launch bay. It's kind of, they've used it for like meet and greets and little things, but it's not necessary.
It's also nowhere near any of the other stuff, so it doesn't
really make sense, but it was a use of the space. Well, remember how we all were like, oh, why don't they just put the Monsters, Inc. land there? Like, that makes way more sense. Why take away Muppets? Well, because they had other ideas for the Animation Courtyard, and I'm very excited about these ideas. So I'm now okay with it. So not only will they have like a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse live show in that like arena they already use for Disney Junior Live, different. Like all those. It's Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live. Yeah. And I think they said you might have seen it at Disneyland. It's coming to Disney World. So that'll be awesome. Always exciting. The kids always love whatever show is in there. But Later in the summer, the magic of Disney animation will open and invite us all inside the world of Walt Disney Animation Studios and its beloved playful creations. Just like in the award-winning short Once Upon a Studio, animated characters come to life. Characters will leap from their portraits, draw with us, and invite us into a Drawn to Wonderland playground inspired by Disney legend Mary Blair's original Alice in Wonderland concept art. And that's just the beginning. Guests will also be able to adventure into Off the Page, a stunning area born of collaboration between Walt Disney Animation Studios and Walt Disney Imagineering. Here, guests can meet some of their favorite friends from beloved stories across 6 unique departments from the studio. So they go through its story, layout department, hand-drawn animation, etc. There'll be photo opportunities. You can meet Mulan in the story department. You can go into the layout department where Rapunzel awaits in a setting inspired by the classic multiplane camera where you can get a picture.
It sounds like if you have to line the camera
Align the
up
photo
right.
just right. Yeah. Guests will see layers of background and painted cells come together like magic. Come on.
That's pretty cool.
So excited about just character meet and greets. Okay. But the fact that there's going to be like, you can do some of the drawing in there. That's one of my favorite things on cruises. I'm always like, can we do one of the draw characters?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
I think because you like making fun of me.
Partially. But also, I really like to draw. I'm not good at it, but it's fun.
Oh, mine are so bad. Yours
No,
are always,
they're not.
Yours are always
Yours are-
exactly what they look like on
I'm
the
a
screen.
very good rule follower. You've got the artistic flair. I can just follow rules.
Yeah, maybe.
It's probably true. But the fact that there's going to be this Alice in Wonderland indoor playground for the kids at Hollywood Studios,
Yeah. That'll be so
that
nice.
is amazing. If you have young kids, you know, like the playgrounds, especially like Epcot has a decent amount, game changer.
Yeah.
What are they going to do at Animal Kingdom? Because I really am sad about the Boneyard.
I feel like they'll bring something.
They've got to
there.
bring
I
something.
don't know.
Just do the exact same thing
In the
elsewhere.
tropical Americas area, they might put, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. Well, I will say
Playgrounds.
in this area, it has been sort of a concrete wasteland for the better part of a decade at least. Because I feel like, we won't even go into all the history, but like once they closed down the old animation stuff, I mean, it's just kind of been a hodgepodge of random stuff.
They never really reopened that store that's on the
store
left when you
there.
walk in.
Yeah.
The past 5, 6,
It's just
7
a
years.
big open
Yeah.
concrete thing, maybe like stroller parking, but there's not a lot of trees or anything.
So they're going to be trees.
Well, that's one of the things I'm most excited about is just looking at the concept art, assuming it ends up looking like this, which, you never know. There's so much greenery in the concept art. I'm like, thank goodness. Like, it's going to be so much nicer than just basically a big parking lot for strollers. It's going to be really nice.
Hollywood Studios can definitely use a little tree action. So that's going to be really nice. That was the thing I'm the most excited about, you guys.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. So keeping at Hollywood Studios, obviously we've talked about this before, but the Muppets are no more. They're moving over to what was Rock and Roller Coaster with Aerosmith. Now it's going to be Muppets themed. So
I think you can ride regular Rock and Roller Coaster until March
2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got a little bit longer, but I think they've already gotten rid of the pre-show. So the pre-show is gone, so you just
Yeah.
kind of walk right in. So you can't like do it fully, but it's, it's there.
Yeah, there's videos on YouTube. It's okay. But I'm kind of amazed at how quick of a turnaround that is that they're opening it in the summer at some point. I'm like, so they're only needing a few months
Which kind of
to
makes sense.
turn
'Cause
over. I just found that interesting. I was like, wow.
if you think about it, I mean, the reality is
The ride's the same, right? Like the
Yeah.
layout. The
so
track,
they're probably already working on the pre-show area. That'll
yeah.
change. The ride's not changing. All they need to do is change the
signs inside, maybe.
which shouldn't take all that long. So I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because I guess they can do a lot of this off-site and then just install.
Yeah,
Probably. Still, I'm like, that's awesome that it's such a quick.
Okay, and then Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, a new mission is touching down on May 22nd, centered around the Mandalorian and Grogu. Okay, so Soarin' across America.
But mostly America.
Cannot wait for this. So this is now the third iteration of Soarin'. Obviously, they had Soarin' over California, Soarin' over the world, which is so good. I love Soarin' over the world so much.
Me too.
For America's 250th anniversary, they're now going to do Soarin' over America. I'm excited to see what it is they end up doing, like
Yeah.
what things they end up flying over, because they're
Statue of Liberty.
we have such a diverse array of things in this country. I mean, are we going to fly over the Grand Canyon? Probably, maybe.
Mount Mushmore.
Mount Mushmore. When I was a kid, I said Mount Mushmore. I don't know. There's just so many things,
Yeah.
both natural beauty and
Yeah.
maybe they'll fly over up to Alaska, do some of that. Like over
Oh, they got to
Glacier
do a little
Bay,
Alaska and Hawaii, right?
Hawaii, right? So anyway, I'm very excited to see what all they end up doing with that. It's going to be.
And I've heard it's temporary, right? That's what the Patrick Warburton thing, it said. He said our limited time, but they've not given any sort of actual timeline. So this was my keyword. I think Disney will say something's limited and just see what the reception is. And then they can decide, like, because they could also do it probably in repertory.
That's it. That's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean? Like, do a
especially-
week on, week off, and I don't know how easily they can switch things over. But
I mean, with something like this, I feel like it's got to be the easiest thing in the world to switch over because, I mean, it's probably...
Well, but you change, but programming.
That's
it,
all
right?
programmed.
Yeah,
So I'm sure you go like, use program A, insert DVD. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be...
Certainly it's a DVD-ROM.
I'm sure it'll be... I mean, I would assume. What do I know? But I would think... So then it's kind of cool because then you can kind of get all three. Like, they'll do this for 6 months, they'll do this for 6 months, and then you never know. You never know
what you're going to get.
Also at Epcot, the Geo 82 new bar just opened.
I want to try all of these things. How can we possibly fit all these in?
We haven't been to that one yet. Okay, moving on to fall 2026.
Really, the rest of the year is nothing crazy. They're talking about the International Food and Wine Festival, Eat to the Beat.
Yeah, Jollywood looks like it's coming back.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, of course. Yep, Jollywood.
This one's big, though. In Disney Springs, there is something new coming. It's called Level 99. Should be opening up this fall.
Guys.
It's in the old Disney Quest building.
Guys,
now
hold on. No, we gotta. It's in, right? It's in the building.
Yeah, but that's been a few different things
I know,
since then.
but it's the principle. That is so cool.
We have not been in there since it was Disney Quest.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Circa
I am so
2010.
excited. I like to think that there's like random like hallways and doors that are like absolutely untouched. Like that. And I'm just going to like, anytime a door is open, I'm just going to like be peeking around like, what do we got in there? That looks like old Disney Quest. That smells like 1995.
I don't know, though. I feel like because it's gone through so many things.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Anyway, nonetheless, I'm excited to just go back in there.
Yeah.
I want to watch a walkthrough of Disney Quest online before we do that. So we haven't even said what it is.
Level 99.
It's like, well, it's like a Disney Quest for 2026.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, how would you upgrade all of that? You basically would do this.
But it's not like VR from what I understand. It's more like actually interactive. So here, let's just read what they said. So, this powerhouse of play will open in 2026 with over 60 themed challenge rooms, duel and art hunts that will test the mental and physical prowess of families. And it says you can snag a drink at Level 99 signature Detroit-style pizza at the venues. I still can't say it right. I said this 3 times.
The word is and.
Snag a drink and one of Level 99's signature Detroit-style pizzas at the venue's 2-story bar.
Once we finish our games or before the games. Incredible. You guys, the art hunt, we did a little digging on this, is a scavenger hunt. That sounds so much fun. The challenge rooms are like escape rooms. I'm like, I think they're just using whatever Disney lingo they want, but that's basically what it is. And then everything in between, I'm like, I hadn't really heard anything about this until recently. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm excited to just do something different at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Also the pizza. First of all, it's funny that something that hasn't even opened can say it's our signature pizza. I don't know why that's funny.
Well, are there other Level 99s elsewhere? That's what I was wondering.
Is there? Maybe that's why they're saying that.
I don't know.
The pizza looks really good.
My guess is...
I love Detroit-style pizza.
I thought this was just a company coming in. I don't know if Disney's even operating this. We should look that up.
Quick Goog away. Let's find out.
But anyway, the thing that looks really cool, so in the picture that they shared, and we can pop it up here, it has a woman like doing the classic... not swords, what are those, like hatchet
like little,
things
that
are going back and forth, like in Hercules, you know what I mean? You have to like run through them. Anyway, so I'm like, I think it might be physical things as well as digital kind of games. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay, it is definitely a thing elsewhere. So
chain.
Level 99, yep. I saw one and I think it said Massachusetts, Virginia. It does say they recommend Level 99 for 10 years or older unless they're accompanied by, okay. So anyone's welcome. I was like, it's Disney, especially the one I have a feeling in Disney Springs, but I'll be curious what comes out like, Providence. So I think they have many. I'm trying to find locations. So it's definitely not a brand new thing, but I'm excited about this. That just sounds like such a great addition to that side of Disney Springs.
Exactly.
Because really the only game in town, literally, is the bowling, of course, which is amazing. We love.
So fun, yeah.
But what's it called?
Splitsville.
Splitsville. But I mean,
I still want to see Drawn to Life someday.
I know.
So anyway, so I just wrote down a couple other things too. So we've got the Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away that just opened last summer. We have the new test track that's open. The Geo 82, which I brought up. Beacon Barrel, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar in Magic Kingdom. Zootopia, Better Zoogether. I don't know how that one got past testing.
Yeah, that one is a big eye roll for me. And I like cheesy stuff, but anyway, I'm like, just go Zootopia better together. That's cute. We get it.
Anyway, so that's open. We haven't seen that yet. The Little Mermaid show in Hollywood Studios opened recently.
So good.
Villains Unfairly Ever After. We had planned to see, and then I lost my camera. Anyway.
So we did not see that one yet.
Those are all things that have just recently opened that we still have not seen. Mm-hmm. And so if you haven't been in the last 6 months or whatever, I mean, there's still so much new that has just come out, let alone everything else coming out. But then thinking too, there's also the Walt Disney animatronic coming to the Carousel of Progress.
I totally forgot about that in the pre-show.
So that's coming out.
There's so much new that we can't even keep it all in our brains. Think about that.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Then obviously Piston Peak in Villain's Land in Magic Kingdom, but like 2030, that's supposed to be done. Tropical Americas with the Encanto Dark Ride and the Indiana Jones ride in Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
Monstropolis in Hollywood Studios between 2027 and 2028. I mean, it's so
we're in the golden age,
much.
Baby.
So I don't know. Would you say, is it worth visiting now, or should you wait a little bit longer?
I want to say this. Well, first of all, we love going to Disney, but we also, you know how like at the end of a Disney trip, if you've stayed long enough, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go home. And then like a month or two passes and you're like, oh, I'm getting that bug, that itch. I want to go. I want to plan a trip. I am dying to go back.
Me too.
And there's so much on our list.
It's crazy.
That we have not done. And we do go a decent amount. So I just feel like, yeah, I would go this year. I'm very excited to go this year. The construction walls and stuff are not even really on my radar because I'm like, they always have construction. Think about Epcot. They had construction walls, but I still had a ball at Epcot, and that was for years.
Like the Storybook Land. I mean, that was in Magic Kingdom when they did New Fantasyland. Like that was closed forever. But now, I mean, do you remember?
Storybook Land.
Or not Storybook Land. What is it? Storybook Circus. That whole area.
Yeah.
I mean, that was closed down for so long.
You
but
barely
then you
notice, and I just feel like there's so much to do. I mean, think about how much there is to do in Disney, period.
Yeah.
Okay, so some things are closed with construction walls. It doesn't really generally affect most of your trip.
Well, so here was my thought. So I'm like, if you are somebody that goes every year, you don't care. You're gonna go anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But the person that goes every 5 years,
maybe
every 10 years. No. Oh. I would say now is actually a good time because if it's been a while since you've been, there's so much new stuff now. And the real big things that they're doing are not going to be done until 2030, which is another 5 years from now. So I would say 2026 is probably a really good year.
That's a good point. Maybe especially if you went in like the fall.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking
once a lot of the summer stuff's open.
Yeah, maybe late summer. I don't know.
Late summer, fall. Yeah.
I just think this is a really good year if you're somebody that doesn't go all the time. This would be a good year to do it, and then maybe another 3 to 5 years going again.
I think that's a fair assessment. You're right. Because otherwise you're waiting like 3, 4, 5 more years, and if you typically
there's already so much there that would be new for you. So I think this is a good year to go to Disney.
Yeah, I'm jazzed.
And if you can spend some time, hop over to Epic Universe. I haven't been there yet,
but it looks awesome.
But it looks pretty awesome.
All right. So we love to read a review from one of you guys. So if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, or even if you watch the YouTube video, but you want to leave a review, pop over to podcasts. You can leave us a review on there, and it helps us. I think it helps us out. Help people find our podcasts that are into Disney parks because it's,
Absolutely. You can leave a star rating on Spotify, but you can leave a written review on Apple Podcasts.
So thank you to anyone that has left a review.
It means a lot.
It does. And we love reading through them. So this one is from your best Disney friend. An indispensable resource for all things Disney. I had not been to Disney World since 1976. Oh, cool. I am so jealous that you went 5 years after it opened. I loved listening to Tyler and Jessica share their love and infinite knowledge. I don't know about that, but thank you. While being so genuine, friendly, and funny. When I went back to Disney World this year, I was totally prepared thanks to Disneyville. My cousin said I did things she had never done, and she goes every year. I'm now a lifelong citizen of Disneyville. That is awesome.
That's the dream right there.
That is just so cool. It's funny because we have people in our real life that love Disney parks and Disney World too, and I don't think they know we have a podcast. They'll tell us stuff, and I'm like, yeah, we know. I don't say that, but it's just, I'm like, I don't think they know.
Yeah, they don't know.
I'm like, oh, you don't understand.
To the level
That's
to which.
It. I'm like, I don't think you understand how deep and dark we are in this.
So if you're a citizen of Disneyville,
embarrassed to
you're in the trenches with us. You know.
That's right, you know. You're in the know.
somebody comes up to you and tells you about something Disney, like, oh, I know.
What is it that Ron Swanson says?
I know more than you.
We don't. And we don't, but you get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well,
okay.
This was such a fun episode. It's got me so hopeful and excited for right now at Disney, but also the next few years, the next year.
It makes me, I'm in a weird way, I'm almost glad we canceled this last trip for a couple of reasons.
I know.
But it's made me so much more excited for when we're going to go here soon.
I know. I was going through the exact same thing.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye.